And we're live. It's Coding with Fire. It's Sunday night. I'm EJ,
I'm Ian.
and we're trying some new stuff. It's election season. We're very close. We have a lot of ideas around that. Ian's in a whole new studio, section of the chat. Hey, what's up? Yeah, exactly. What's up, Blue Radon? Yeah, Ian's on the stairs. So that raises an excellent point. Ian, why are you on the stairs?
Yeah, so I'm putting together a talk very soon for DataViz Online. It's a conference, like an online conference that's happening in a couple weeks. And I wanted to take people on a tour of like a D3 ecosystem, right? So like this would be for anybody new to D3, but maybe some stuff for people who have been doing it for a while too. And I thought like there's so many things to show, right? Like there's thousands of examples, like great books, great resources. The API, D3's API has like 1,000 methods, like a ton of stuff, right? And so I wanted to find a way to like walk through that stuff, categorize it, and ended up. I mean, we've talked about this stuff
Well, it's
before,
like
right?
spatializing. It's like what we did last episode, right? Where we had like
Right.
Mozilla Hubs and we like put the screenshots in VR. Like you're doing like the poor man's VR.
Absolutely. I was thinking of it as like, yeah, like low tech AR kind of. It's just like literally a printer,
Yeah, going. Yeah,
paper,
classic.
and I'm moving it around on like the Z indexes, which stair it's on, I guess. So yeah, I thought like I could just walk us up. Like I basically laid stuff out on the stairs and
Well, so
boards
you
available
said
to
you
talk
laid
about.
stuff on the stairs, but you didn't tell us why you would do such a thing necessarily. Like it's for
Um,
a talk
oh
or
right.
like.
Well, so because when I want to like walk through, I guess that kind of narrative of the D3 community and like the different things that you could talk about and focus in on. And so like having it all out printed and being able to look at it spatially, when I laid it out on the stairs, it kind of, it's like laying out a timeline, right?
Right. Or like
So
one
I
of
kind
those
of feel
mad
like,
geniuses with like the red lines a little bit.
yeah, that would be like more advanced. I think that's like more like force layout in real life.
Okay.
This is just like line chart in real life. Like, but I think we could get there. I do want to try that, especially with like all the different D3 API methods examples used. You can imagine just like D3
Cool.
scale.
Blue Radon says that sounds like exactly the intro that they need or want. So sounds like you're on
Nice.
the right track. Do you want
That's
to walk us through? Like, can we check out what's on the stairs or?
Let's do it. Yeah. So I should be able to just like flip around.
Oh, sick.
So I mean, I was obviously just starting with the D3 homepage, and one of the fun things about the idea of this talk was that I can like zoom in like this, and then we could overlay a screencast of like something happening, right, and like have it in
Mm.
motion sync. And then you're telling me that I could do that. It's possible. So that sounds
Yeah.
cool. But anyway, so I would go along. I want to talk about how like people might come into D3 because they see someone do like really amazing visualization, or something like learn.
Shout out Shirley.
Yeah, that was from Shirley, her Hamilton Biz. There's like the R2D3, the introduction to machine learning. I think a lot of people came from machine learning and saw what visualization could do with that. Or like Nadia and Shirley's data sketches project, where they show like the process behind all the like crazy 12 works I think they did. Or like the D3 examples, different like galleries of charts that you might be like, oh, I see that, I want to be able to do that.
Totally. And when we work our ways up the stairs, what does the like Z index represent? Is it complexity?
Well, one thing, yeah, I was trying to think about was like some kind of revealing shot. If this is like your learning curve, and then I need
Mm.
I haven't like printed out, and like I need some stuff up there that's like, I guess some New York Times visualizations or more of Shirley stuff. I don't know.
Right.
But like that, yeah, because I think one of the points I want to make is like, yeah, like you see all this stuff, but then, all right, I want to do something with D3. I want to make something, and you're trying to learn it. It's like a huge learning curve, right? And so like
Mm.
kind of show that, respect that, like,
So
yeah,
this
it's
is
a
what
lot
like
of
the
stuff.
journey. This is the journey of somebody getting into D3.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it might be like tutorials. Like Scott Murray had this like really awesome fundamental tutorial.
Totally classic.
Yeah, like the modern, like this is Mike Bostog's like latest D3 introduction. It was like earlier this year, I think. Or like there's some awesome books. Last
Oh
year,
yeah.
Amelia Weinberger made Full Stack D3. It's like an amazing book. And I wish I had the real thing, but it's in my office at my job that I left when we're already sheltered in place. So I can't like go get my copy. So it's a shame. But this one is I do
Nice.
have here.
Shout out
And it's
RJ Andrews.
Yeah. RJ tunes in to the stream sometimes too. And
Friend of the show.
but yeah, friend of the show for real. But this book, I mean, I feel like for anyone learning data viz, or like I guess it's pretty recent in terms of when it was published. Yeah, I was blown away. It's really, really
For
good.
sure.
And I've been reading a lot of Dr. Seuss, and I'm just like really inspired by him because like he makes these visual communications that you can read every night and not really get sick of them. Like somehow it hits your brain like that. So the things you can think when you finally.
Well, it's sort of, to me, it represents like when you get to that stage of like, oh, now I know the power. Yeah, I mean, like you have the ability to imagine what you want to do, but not necessarily the ability to do it, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely. And so that's where like the next thing is kind of, well, how do you gain that that knowledge or that ability to do it? And there's like Stack Overflow has like 36,000, right? Like some crazy
Yeah.
Mike Bossack personally answered a ton. I mean, he's like super
patient.
He's
like 30,000 are answered by him.
Yeah. And I mean, he told me once that like a lot of there's like 400 something official D3 examples. A lot of them come from answering those questions. So it's like they're not like random exam. It's like people keep asking the same thing over and over. It's like, all right, let me make an example. And there's also like the mailing list, which has quite a few people. It's not as active as it once was, but it kind of a lot of cool stuff has come out of there, been discussed in there, including the meetup group. The D3 meetup group is now a lot of people, and came out of an email from there. But a lot of people are online on the Slack, so like I want to call that out as like a place you get help, learning materials, and specific visualization topics like geo or data, processing. That's the good stuff. And then
where's Twitter?
Where's Twitter? Oh yeah, I really should have that.
That for me, that's like how I get a lot of my D3 help. I mean, a lot of times I won't even ask for it. A lot of times I'll just tweet something out and get feedback.
That's definitely. I will be printing that out too. There's a number of good accounts, of course, to follow, and actually, like, it does give me to like a long time ago, 5 years ago, I drew this map as like a fantasy like map of what the D3 landscape is. So there's like all these different technologies and disciplines you have to learn in order to use this one. Like, it's not that you use this one library, it's that you learn how to use all those other things and like tie them together with the library. And so, I mean, like the modern day, this is what we've been working on, is like, it's maybe hard to see, but each of these is a D3 module. And so like, and the size of the square represented by how many API methods it has. So there's like 1,000 things in here, right? It's a lot of stuff. So making that legible, right? Like making a map, making it, maybe I can print out examples from those, and like you'll see my whole floor in a second, which I haven't done this yet, but I'm thinking, what if I print out the examples and laid them out in that floor plan?
Oh my god, that sounds sick.
So, I mean, you were saying like it's the.
I love that idea.
I'll say low tech VR, right? Like,
and then you can walk a GI Joe through them or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then like Amelia also did a blog post or a series of tutorials where she mapped out so like this is looking at animation scales and
it's sized by number of lines in the module, or
I think each of those dots is an API method, like a thing that you can get in the call, or yeah. And this is just a book I've been liking recently.
Nice.
So
that's dope.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea.
And then you break your way into ego death and freedom.
And what?
Freedom and ego death.
Yeah. Once you attain mastery.
Yeah. Get your 10,000 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna show or I haven't done it yet, but print out a bunch of my prototypes, like notebooks I have or blocks that never really became a full thing, and put them hanging in the closet. Open the closet and be
all the unfinished works.
A closet full of this stuff, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, it would also be crazy. I mean, I cry for the paper wasted, right? But I would love to print out every prototype I ever made and see that quantified of what that actually really looks like is really interesting to me. I guess that's what VR is for. I think you're in a way prototyping an experience that I would like to recreate in a few different ways in VR. Oh, Hell on Earth says that paper can be recycled. Oh, Blue Radon also said they really liked what you were saying because it's exactly what they wanted when they found D3 a few months ago. So I think you're on the right track. Nice. If you guys have any questions or anything that you are want Ian to cover, I'm sure he would be down to answer it. So let us know in the chat.
100%. Yeah, definitely you can go there. All right, let me switch over here.
Cool. So we're gonna try and do a thing where Ian switches from one device to another. We practiced this before the show and it worked perfectly. So we'll see how it works now. I would say so far, not working great. There we go.
Hey.
I did have a beard trim. We're getting compliments in the chat about our haircuts and beard trims. I'd like to thank everybody for these amazing kind words. This is great stuff.
Hell yeah.
So, welcome on your computer device. That was an awesome tour. I really like that. I want to do more of that. I like the spatializing the ideas. That's really cool.
Yeah, and it feels pretty good too. It's like in the VR tool, maybe there's better ones, or if we actually had a headset or something, which I don't have, it might feel a little.
Shout out any sponsors that want us to do VR and want to send headsets. We are all about it.
That's a fact. Yeah, we would definitely put some of this stuff in VR, and we figure out Unity and all that good stuff.
Totally. Been meaning to do that for a minute, but I guess for now we can stick to 2D.
Yeah, and once you've used it to figure out something, digitizing it can also be an option. It's kind of use your own intuition instead of a force, a D3 force, something like that.
Totally. So when we were talking before, you were showing me a bunch of really cool notebooks by Evan Galloway that really inspired me, just in terms of a person's persistence. Yeah, I mean, what that means, or what it means to focus on something, because it seems I don't know this person. How did you find their notebooks?
Via searching on Observable.
Just Observable trolling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a new Explore page. You just teed me up here, but so there's some staff picks and trending notebooks, and this is usually where I find interest. Probably they posted something that got on here, clicked on their profile, and like you said, we noticed that they just have all these visualizations on North Carolina. So it's just all these different ways you could want to think about looking at North Carolina.
I love it.
From a data perspective, it's really interesting, and there's 70 of them. So super.
And he's gone through, and it's basically any data set that's gone by. It seems like he's been all right, but what about North Carolina? Which is such a cool and interesting, everything we deal with is so complicated. Like the systems that we analyze are so complicated. Like it's always smart to just like bite off a little piece and see what you can get there. And then because we write code, it's easy to then like zoom out and extrapolate and get a bigger view. But like I really like the idea. It's like small multiples in a way of like, all right, I'm just going to look at this one little piece through 1,000 different things. Because like there's a million different data sets that you could use and they cover all sorts of different areas. But all right, like I'm from North Carolina, or you know what I mean? Let me look at all the North Carolina ways of looking at that data.
Absolutely. Yeah, super cool. So, I mean, we had talked about like, well, what would we want to bite off? Like, what is something that, oh, this looks like something that you're interested in too, Mapbox.
Yeah, I've been playing with Mapbox a lot lately.
Nice. Yeah, so we were talking about choosing a county, because the other thing that I found was from this guy Alistair on Twitter is like they converted all these U.S. building footprints. I guess they're just like the footprints of buildings probably extracted from satellite images or something everywhere in the U.S. But he broke it down by state, so then you can get like one state's worth. But like for instance, California is huge. It's like 3 gigabytes still, so it doesn't really fit in the browser. But if we chose one county, right, like then you can manage that in the browser most likely.
So we need to pick our one county that we want to look at.
Yes. And I don't know if you know of any good counties.
Well, so I mean, speaking of teeing things up, so I've been looking, like I can post to my Twitter thread. I've been looking at sort of election data all summer, and there's one county that like kept popping up. It's like the Forrest Gump of counties, where like it would just come up in all these different data sets, and it's Harris County, Texas, and it's like one of the largest counties in the United States. It went to Clinton in 2016, and there's been like a ton of news about the ways in which like there's been a lot of back and forth around like, you know, their ballot boxes, how they're administrating the election, all these different things. And it to me, Harris, Texas is like, you know, a little microcosm of America. And I just keep seeing it coming up again and again and again. And I think it's probably going to come up again in the next few days. So I wanted to maybe take tonight and sort of explore Harris County, Texas, which encompasses Houston, I think, and some other suburbs, and just get a sense of different ways to look at it, sort of similar to how that person before looked at North Carolina. So I don't know if you're down for it. And then, you know, you can take those same things and look at whatever county you are in particular interested in. But let's start with like looking at Harris County, Texas.
Yes, I'm with you. What I'm doing in the meantime is trying to pull up Harris County on this map, I think.
Oh, this is the Washington Post Aaron Williams piece.
Or I guess I just want to do like Houston,
yeah,
Texas.
It's pretty diverse.
Yeah, so it's probably like all this area. This. Nice. So Helen Earth has asked about the election, you know, if this is for election data. And I think it's possible it could be, but we also...
There's an election?
Yeah. Also thought we would try visualizing a bunch of data that isn't election data, but that's about a specific place. That'd be interesting, right?
Yeah, well, I think data about a county includes election data. Probably.
It probably does, or it can be included, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So where do you want to make a new notebook, or should I do it? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, if we're thinking of starting with Mapbox, maybe you should do it. Or if we want to start with something else.
Let's start with a data notebook and then maybe branch out into a Viz notebook once we have all of our data brought together and bound, maybe?
It's almost as if you know, like, a good design development process.
Woohoo!
Damn.
That's me.
All right, coding with fire. And so this is going to be Harris County Data. You know what? I left my cake and my water downstairs, so.
My mother made it for me for my birthday, and it's delicious.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It was in the past. It's old cake. It's not old cake. It's just not recent cake.
It's okay. You don't have to say how old you or the cake are.
Hell on Earth says building random connections between McDonald's ice cream machines and voter turnout, and that's not far away from what I actually want to do.
Yes, let's have that be.
I just want to get all the data that we can get, and then just start playing around with stuff and see. You know what I mean? Oh, building footprints. That's the other thing that we wanted, right? You mentioned that.
So should we have like a list of these or something?
Yeah, building footprints, election results, demographic data, maybe some COVID data. How else do you understand a county? I would love to have like land use data. You know what I mean?
Also, like
congressional districts would be nice. Counties, polling places.
Didn't we have some other? We had like USPS post office boxes.
That's a good one.
And I think Hell on Earth has said tried scraping polling places, but CAPTCHA made it impossible. I see. And Blue Radon started doing it for North Carolina, but it turned into a bigger thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at their notebook, and I noticed that they've added a drop-down, which lets you switch between different states, which is like what I was just talking about before, which is you start out building something for one place, and then because you are a programmer, you're like, oh, I can just swap out some variables and do it for this totally different place. Which is true some of the time. Elections will get you, though. So you're making a list of the data that we can maybe get?
Oh, yeah, and as soon as I can go ahead and...
Ooh, so Mick Broken looks like a map/database of broken ice cream machines, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to dox myself, but there's only one broken near me. So that's pretty cool.
I'm doxing myself more. Not quite.
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I haven't been canceled or mobbed either way. So.
That's true. You piss off the alt-right less than I do.
Yet. All right. So let me publish this and share it with you too. And well, here we go. Oh yeah, well I mean election results, I guess Eves is sort of tied in, or relative, because that's registered voters.
Yeah, but it's different. Definitely worth calling out.
It's election data, not election results. But.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean this is like a good growing list.
What is county data? Like everything to have FIPS.
Oh, right.
If it has county FIPS,
like
then we're...
FIPS. Yeah, FIPS is just like base level and like the geometry. I want cities too, right? Like, obviously, I mean, it's mostly just Houston, but like anything like that. I guess Foursquare probably has some data too, right? And they open a big... There's the internet speeds.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Because that's pretty granular, so even within the county you could do something. We aggregated to county when we did it.
Do you want schools or school districts? You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Colleges, universities.
Mm-hmm.
Can you find out like what industry employs people? It would be interesting to have that like dot map that you had before, but instead of race, it was like the industry that employed them.
Yes, I don't know what the resolution of...
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's granular enough for that.
But you would still, like, the other thing is, like, you could still show a bunch of stuff about the county, right? It's like, even if it's just at the county level, you could just talk about it. But I think BLS also has, like, imports and exports. I'm not sure if they're at the county level, but it's possible. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Yeah, there's quite a lot.
I'm ready to get to work. That's some good cake.
Nice.
I'm all hyped up.
Excellent. Well, I think, probably the place I would start, since you and I do a lot of stuff with counties. I think I did counties data set. Crap.
You're just getting some counties to steal.
Mm-hmm. We did this one a while ago. And then there's county data sets, the data we use, so.
I like that you found my notebook to find a link to your own notebook.
Yeah, it's all kind of like networked now.
It's kind of like watching your brain's synapses fire in real time right in front of us.
Yeah, my search wasn't turning up, right? Like, I didn't remember the exact name of it, but I knew this is basically a collection of data, like geographic data and like county level data that, may be desirable in situations like the one today, but also, has the sort of more or less official, let's say, the US boundaries, right, from the NPM module, how to load those. And we can import stuff from there, so we can import the county shapes. But there's actually some extra stuff where we could get lookups or county states. This one, no, we want county shapes. So let's copy this code.
Yes, please. County shapes, please.
I'm gonna turn this off. All right, and then county shapes.features is an array of counties. What's the first thing? Well, we want to just render our county, right? Or no,
yeah, we could just
data notebook. So
we could just add a bunch of stuff to properties, basically.
Whoops.
Got Twitch stuff happening.
Also, I want to find Harris County, right? We should get its FIPS code.
Oh, we should just find what Harris. Yeah, what's the best way to do that?
One of these maps.
All right, Hell on Earth has the Wikipedia article. I don't know if it has. Do they have FIPS and Wikipedia articles?
Well, I made this one. I remember the search.
Super bonus points to whoever posts the FIPS in the chat. Before I find it.
Modify this.
Oh, Blue Radon with the 48201.
Oh, nice. And it is a string, as EJ has.
Yes, FIPS codes are strings,
very
guys.
Clear.
They're not integers. It's really important that you understand. They're strings. They're codes. They're codes. They're not numbers. They're codes. Anyway.
Yeah, for anyone.
They start with zeros. At least 10 of them start with zeros.
Absolutely. So now we want to get Harris County out of here. So let's
yes, sir. Do you dot get?
Well, it's a list, so I guess we could filter for now, right?
Yeah. That was my second guess.
I think it was d.properties.name. Here. Oh, I guess we want d.id.
Yeah, no, come on. We just got Jeez, yeah. I think it might be GeoID though.
Let's check. No, ID.
All right, sorry, I doubted you.
EJ is usually right.
I tried.
Unexpected token. Okay, one object. Here we go. Harris County. Boom. All right, so we get that, and we're gonna say.
Hey, you found it. It's the atomic unit.
But we want to add a bunch of stuff to it, right?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna make this one Harris thing. And so I'm gonna say let shape equals that. Wow.
What you doing, big guy?
I'm setting up a place that we can let's say.
Oh, you can add more data to it?
More data. Yeah, we can just add it to this object. So actually.
Sick.
Sorry, I want to say. Well, yeah. All right, objects. So down here we can do a bunch of stuff, and then we'll return the object when we're done. So right now it's just the GeoJSON.
Do you know what I want now? Can you guess?
What do you want first?
Can you draw me a picture of Harris County, Texas?
Yes, I can. So we can just pull. Let's see, the best way to do this. I think if we just pull in D3 and then look at, wait, where was, how did I lose this again? Just look at how I did one of these. Yeah. So I could write this out, or I could copy it. I'm going to copy it. Say draw Harris. I'm just going to hard code this width and height per second. And it's going to be Harris. So we need path. I'm just going to go, well, I'll do it here. Path equals geo projections. That means we need a projection.
So I'm just getting ready while you're doing this to maybe do this in Mapbox, or have another Mapbox map next to it for super duper bonus points.
Great. I think that would be great because, I think I like to get started with D3 and just throw stuff up on the screen. But in the end of the day, if you want to make it interactive and zoom around and stuff, you can get a lot quicker with Mapbox.
Yeah, let's see.
So I think that's great. It's kind of fun that we can do it at the same time. Let's see. I guess I should make that a variable. And I'm going to fit this to Harris. Heyo.
Nice. So that's it?
That's probably not what we want it to. Let me draw it. It's filled in. And give it stroke is black, background color. I'll leave it transparent. Yeah, so that's Harris County. Houston's a big city. I'm sure there's city level data for it that would take up a lot of this. I guess, right?
Yeah. Hey, can I get a height, buddy?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and make a height. We'll just use that.
Just throwing it out there. You know what I want? I want the, what's the thing? Oh, Turf.js. Now it's coming back to me.
Nice. Get turf.
Does it just require turf? God damn it.
Turf is really cool.
I have to find the last. Which notebook did we use it last, do you think? I have to remember how to require it. Got it. I got it. I'm so
got
silly.
it?
Yeah.
A long time ago, I put together this workshop with Stayman and covered turf.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, what is...
I want a turf Harris, but it doesn't like it. .geometry, maybe?
I want to get these rivers for... write that down.
Oh, centroid. .centroid, I forgot. Turf. .centroid. Oh, yeah, sort of.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get, I need to pass, well, this is like what, this is what Bostock does in his Mapbox example, just to get like one static image going. And he like takes the center of the feature he's showing and passes that as part of the URL, but I don't totally understand how to do that.
Here, so above your thing, I just made like a center, right? So I can,
you
don't have to calculate it there. Because I think that this should be center.geometry.coordinates. And it's going to turn that into,
all right.
I mean, I don't know. Well, we should also look at what that is just to make sure we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I mean, that's just a lat long kind of
It's thing. Just the zoom is not right. Maybe it should be like 3. No, 10. Nope, that doesn't seem right. It should be changing. Something is incorrect.
Where are you changing that number?
Let me see what kind of thing it wants. It might want zoom as after Latin long. Yes, it wants 2 numbers after Latin long, I think. 0, 0. I don't totally understand this, gonna be honest.
Here, I also did something where I split out URL, so I could replace everything here.
Okay, that's cool. I'm into that. That seems better. That's Texas. Now we're talking.
So if you change the numbers in there, I guess it will hopefully zoom in.
And where?
In the URL cell below.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I see what you're getting at. So 3, maybe 2? Maybe 1? No. 10?
I think you want higher numbers, yeah.
Oh, too much. 5?
Somewhere in between. Binary search.
6? 6.2?
You should do 7.
And I think I need to get the pixel ratio thing that he does in his, because it's all like squished for some reason.
That's one thing I want to figure out eventually is sort of if I have a D3 projection, like the one I have up here, can I set that, like can I turn that into a Mapbox projection or vice versa, right? If I can pan around the Mapbox projection.
Yeah, so they can like be intertwined, you're saying?
Yeah, but I think it's something I've like sat down and tried in blocks a long time ago. I would want to try it again.
So wait, before we get too much further, have we made it so that like there's like a FIPS code at the top, and if we change that, then everything responds to it, basically?
More or less, I can move that FIPS code higher, but that's kind of a trip. You want to try it?
Yeah, whoever puts the FIPS code in the chat next, we'll just do that one.
Love it. Do you have a FIPS code that you want to look at in case? Oh,
nope.
No.
48157. Gotta trust the process, Ian. Thank you, Blue Radon.
Yeah. So that is. I guess I could.
Yeah, tell us what it is. You named it Harris, you bad programmer.
Well, I thought we were literally just doing Harris. No, is it this one? So what's interesting, this didn't seem to change.
Well, it's also Texas.
Oh, it is also Texas. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
No. Where's Harris? Fort Bend. We should get the GeoJSON of this showing up on the Mapbox map.
That's interesting. So let me search Mapbox GeoJSON. See what we find.
For some reason,
Mapbox GL plus GeoJSON polygon. That's what we want. Where does data come from?
Okay, the number is definitely different, but it's...
Okay, this is interesting. All right, I'm going to make another. Oh, because that's not GL. That's just Mapbox, like, static image. So what I want is to do a Mapbox GL now. And we don't have GeoJSON data. Wait, do we have GeoJSON? What it's called? What?
It did move. Interesting. Huh?
What's it called? Our GeoJSON? Harris?
Well,
you want to give it a better name?
Yeah, we'll just
County?
County, I guess.
County.
I didn't count on us being able to
You didn't county
so
on
quickly.
I just wanted to check. We can zoom in and out. I just wanted to check that, and I was right to, because everything's fucking named Harris.
I believe you are a professional programmer at this point.
I mean, I don't. I just watch.
Doubt.
I just watch you professionally program. That's mostly what I handle.
No. All right. Mapbox GL is not defined. Okay. So you're doing something different.
That part. Yeah. Sorry. Ignore me.
Okay. No worries. Yeah. Well, I mean, it worked. So it looks like the county is neighboring the Harris County. All right. Well, I'll publish it. I won't bother anybody. One thing I like doing, I really feel like an old person when I do it this way. But
where does I want to do, how do you get center? Oh, we should extrapolate this center. It should be like county center. Oh, you just made it center. Oh, you already did that. Sorry, you're a great programmer. You know that? Did you know that?
I thank you. This one has some cities, but it's not that many cities.
Center.geometry.coordinates. Center.geometry.coordinates. Okay, I've sort of done something. Oh, hey, I did it. I'm a good person.
Whoa.
It zoomed in too much. I don't know why.
To like 7 or something.
Oh, let's just make a zoom, a global
had.
zoom underneath center.
Oh, you're a genius.
That's going to be called zoom. It's going to be equal 8. We want. Why have I had this open like this? URL.
All right, I want to try something because I'm incredibly thirsty and I forgot my water downstairs. Or I take you with me.
We're going to go with you?
GeoJSON, yeah. I want to try that out.
All right, I'm down with it.
Is it gonna? I think it might switch the.
Yeah. So I think you're not centered anymore. You're sort of out of your bubble. There you go.
Yeah, I gotta hold it so I'm like in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, everything's going great. We're looking. I need to figure out why it's just drawing a purple blob in the middle of nothingness, because I really feel like it should be showing the background of something somewhere, but it should just disappears now. Yeah, I love. Blue Radon says they love purple blobs. I love purple blobs too, but I want purple. I want a purple blob floating on a map of Texas, and right now I have a purple blob sort of floating in space, which I don't love. This is cool. We're on the go with you. We've never done a coding with fire, sort of on the move through the Oakland apartment.
I know. I feel like
we're breaking ground here. You know, to celebrate this crowning moment, it's gonna be Joe Rogan time for me.
Nice. Yeah, I'm like trying not to step on all those papers that I left on the stairs. Not very smart.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's why people like VR spaces, because that's the best part is you don't have to clean up.
Yeah. Although I didn't realize this window was open.
What's beeping?
Probably some construction site or some shit.
Got it.
It's like 6 p.m. on a Sunday, but they're still building.
Are we going to transfer back now?
Yeah, I think I could just switch right back to...
That's fun. I like that.
The computer. I got my water and my coffee. Let's keep going.
So this is great. I can do a little recap. So far tonight, we talked about your awesome sort of talk idea. We walked through what it's like to be a newcomer to D3. And then we decided to talk about Harris County, Texas, which has come up a lot in the election and is sort of just like, we're both sort of curious about it, what it's like. And so we tried to pursue this idea of like what it means to get all the data we're interested in about a county. So far, we're making our way down the list. We got the county FIPS code that we're interested in, and we got the geometry, which means that we can draw a shape of the county we care about, Harris County, Texas, and we can make a little Mapbox map that's centered on it, and we can make a little Mapbox GL map. Oh my god, and it stopped being a purple thing on nothing. Now it has a map of Texas in the background, which is very exciting for me. So Harris County isn't actually all of Houston, it looks like. That, or I'm bad at drawing GeoJSON, to be decided.
Oh, no. It's not Harris County right now. It's...
Oh, it's El Paso.
It's the
Got
Fort
it.
Bend.
Fort Bend, sorry. I think you're right, it is Fort Bend.
Yeah, let me put back, or this, I'll say...
And can we switch back and get your mic again? Your lapel.
Oh, right.
There we go. Right. And I think we're back on the other one, maybe? Yeah, look at that. I'm still putting on.
All right. Let's do it.
You're just pushing the control room to the limits, but we're with it. We're into it. So now we have the county showing on 3 different maps. Well, by showing, I don't know if this middle map counts. Do you want to get rid of it? Do we hate it?
I mean, it got us where we are, but it's outlived its usefulness.
It did get us where we are. That you just made me feel badly, feel weird empathy for this observable cell, which is...
You can make it really small. can make it height like.
Oh, I love that idea. Let's just make it 200 by 2. Oh, yeah. Sure.
Or I made it width, but yeah.
Whatever. Okay, great. Blue Radon says delete it. All right. Done.
All right.
Gone.
Yeah, fair enough.
Out of there. Okay.
It's in the other. The people who watched with us understand, the steps we took, but everyone else will come here and.
All right, so I made this purple
purple
blob. How do you feel about it? Do you like it? Are you a fan of it?
I think it's a great start, and I can like zoom in on. But now we just want to put a bunch of other stuff on top of the purple blob, right? Or maybe.
Do we? You know what okay. Here's the thing I'm most excited about. I don't know why, is the building footprint data that you had.
Yeah. Wait, why would you feel bad, Blue Radon?
Yeah, don't feel bad.
Oh, yeah, no, I was being overdramatic and joking about the cell. Cells come and go.
Cells come and go, man.
We'll keep making more cells, It's like
can't fall in love with a cell, man.
Yeah, your body like regenerates all its cells in some time period that is astonishing, right? So. Building footprints. All right, that's the thing though. I want your help with the QGIS part. Like,
there's a QGIS part?
Yeah. Well, I think there should be. So let's go. I need to find the actual website where he shared it. Like resources or something. No.
So you're finding a dude who made a cool thing already with some.
Yeah.
What are they called again? Building footprints?
Yeah, I made. Or I guess it's like. Prints. It is resources. So, U.S. building footprints, but they split it up into state files.
Great.
So, what I'm asking you. Your help for is to load the state into QGIS.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
County out.
I see what you're driving out, buddy. All right, let's see. Let's see what they got. I do have this big old computer meant for taking in large amounts of data.
Yeah, so I feel like if you download Texas, which still might be large, it says California is 3 gigs, but it loads in under 30 seconds in QGIS. So. We should be in for some.
All right, I got Texas. I'm downloading. It's taking a minute. It's an enormous file. So, how's your week?
Yeah. It's going. It's good. I'm just glad to be here.
Same.
Data.
Are you excited? What did John Mulaney call it? He said, we're having an old man contest on Tuesday. It's time to choose your favorite old white man.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
And apparently, choosing your old white man is a complicated affair across the country. So there's a lot of ways we want to look at it from a data perspective, right?
It's in a file format known as G package, which I am unfamiliar with. What do you think opens a G package? Do you think it's QGIS?
I think QGIS can do this. This can be open in QGIS and other Mono.js. Yes.
All right. If they say so. This feels like feeding a thing. You know what I mean when you feed a non-dollar through like a thing that accepts dollars? Am I making any sense? Like I'm not like sure if this takes this. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna put it in there anyway and sort of hope for the best. Yeah, it doesn't even want to let me. It's like grayed out. I had to turn on advanced adult mode. All right, it's trying. Oh, hey. This is a huge fucking data set, bro.
I mean, Texas got to be big, right?
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas.
2 gigs.
Did I just download 2 gigs like that?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, dude.
The world we live in these days.
So Texas is slowly rendering on my screen. How do you anticipate me you think I should just filter by FIPS? That's what you think I should do?
Yep. I think that's what you should do.
All right. So let me get my FIPS code from our notebook. Which of our many tabs is ours? Here we go.
Yeah, it stops like anxiously scrolling.
FIPS code. It's fine. I can put my screen up and then you can anxiously scroll all you want. Pull up QGIS. It's still loading Texas, so it like doesn't even want to be switched to. It might have broken my QGIS.
My screen or your screen?
Oh, I put up your screen. That was cruel. Here's my screen. It's frozen.
It's funny though because I didn't scroll at all, so it's fine.
I guess the people thank you. I think I froze my QGIS. Like I might need to force quit it.
When you filtered by FIPS?
No, I didn't get to that part yet. I just tried to load Texas and then gave up. So I'm gonna force quit it. And then I'm gonna open this again.
See, so I actually, this is interesting because like, I remember when I was first learning how to code, I was at a job. It was in a geospatial like little research, I don't know what to call it, organization in Florida.
Sorry, I had a great plan. My plan is to not let it render. Go ahead.
That's a perfect plan. So, well, I just want to say that we had all the parcels in Florida for something, and like, because this organization, they actually managed the aerial imagery for the state of Florida and like the land boundaries and stuff. And it was like also gigabytes of trying to load that into. I think I was using PostGIS at the time. Like, it would take forever, and then it would just like fail, and like one row was bad in it or something, and I was like, how the fuck do I figure this out?
That's how I feel, because it's failing again. It's like
I've always had this anxiety around really large data, like a really large file that you have to just wait and hope it works. It's not fun. But.
Yeah, I'm putting that anyway. I'm gonna try and open the gpackage.shm, and maybe that's better.
Yeah, it said something about it being zipped. I don't know if you.
I just want to open that. So, how should I try and open this? Open with QGIS. Should I try and update my QGIS maybe? Or just let it try and load before I go to the filter thing? Or maybe just go straight to the filter thing? Oh boy. Can I give it
maybe
more?
Try going straight to the filter thing, yeah.
I think it's, here's what I think. If I had to guess, it's the combination of OBS, Skype, and QGIS together. But it still says like 50% idle. I don't know, it doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Here's going to be my new thing. I'm just going to let it spin for a while, and maybe it just needs time to process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can move on.
Can we move on and let it spin and just see if that works?
I think that's a fine course of action. Yeah, so we have a long list, right? And that's one of the things that's on our list.
Yeah, let me look
at the only one. Again. So, there's election results, there's EVES, we have, a good EVES data set.
Here we go.
Land use, I'm not sure where to get that. Yeah. I can pull in USPS. Let's put in the USPS. I don't know, we should call out polling and drop boxes, right? If we but I can pull in USPS because I have that like as a already prepared data set if we want.
Totally. And Blue Radon says congressional districts, so let me see if I can grab that easily.
Okay. Boom, let's do that. And I'll grab the cities in a second. It's just going to be Houston, so it's just the population. We can grab some of this. There's population by county. Demographics. Post offices by county.
All right, I think I got it.
I already have it, so where's that data?
So I'm going to pull in Congress from Jeremiah's notebook. Do they have, oh, we don't, we got to know what state or county it belongs to.
Well, you could filter it to Texas.
I could filter it to Texas.
Assessment of flood vulnerability. Okay, very interesting. "86 post offices that have longitude and latitudes."
I thought I could filter like that. Oh, interesting. Texas, U.S. House.
Is this what you're using?
Yeah, this seems good. Is what I'm using.
Oh, the link that.
I the one I got was from Jeremiah, and it's for the whole U.S. and it's like, I don't know, it's organized in a kind of complicated way. Let me see what this data looks like. Is it for the? It's for U.S. House. Okay. Yeah, most of the data sets I know for this are like just the whole U.S. because you might as well just have the whole U.S. But let's see. Let's see. Ooh, maybe I'll put it in Map Shaper. Oh, that's interesting. State Senate. That's a good idea. Cool.
Get it all.
They don't have any attribute data, so I don't like it. Oh no, it might be because of the way I uploaded this. So fucking QGIS is still spinning, so I'm gonna force quit it again. I'm upset by it. I don't like it. What do you think I should do with our 2 gigabytes of Texas?
I don't know. There's probably like a QGIS command line. I wonder if you can filter QGIS command line filter.
All right, great. Now we have House districts.
This is not what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so we gotta figure out some way. I feel like we just got nerd sniped. What are you doing on your screen over there? Are you still also doing congressional districts?
Well, no, the land.
Oh, you're trying to do the QGIS thing.
So it looks like there is a command line version, and maybe we can like run a command that filters it, right?
Yes. I guess I'll try one last time. It's drawing, I don't want to jinx it, but it's drawing more stuff than I drew last time.
This doesn't seem to enable what I was hoping, so I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope yours...
So there's like a lot more buildings in Texas than I had anticipated.
It's pretty cool. You can see that.
It is a Texas shape. It's off-center, but I don't dare reposition it. I'm not brave enough for that kind of behavior. I'm just going to wait for it to finish drawing.
I think you're right in that. So this is like an academic paper that was shared by Hell on Earth Is. And I'm looking at while you're loading Texas entirety. But I am just scrolling manically and do not see a link to a CSV or a JSON file, which is what I would need, or a shape file I could work with for me to download. So it would be interesting to get these flood vulnerability things. Hell on Earth is looking for them too. All right, so I'm going to trust you to share.
They're
that
on
if
it.
you find it. Yeah. Oh, well, I brought in post offices, but I didn't put them on the map. So I could do it a couple ways. Like I can do it the way I'm used to in SVG real quick. And then let's see. County.properties.post offices. Something like latitude. I may have this backwards. This is often the case.
Yeah, the plan. Well, Blue Radon asked if we're just going to export Harris from QGIS, and that is the plan. Oh my god! Oh my god! It finished loading.
Did you get it?
Let's see.
I'm going to...
Let's see. I might be able to filter now. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh geez. Hubris. I am like Icarus. Yeah, it's upset again. All right, I'm just gonna keep, bro. Listen, I'm just gonna keep trying until it works. And one time, one of these times, it's gonna work. So we're just gonna do this.
I love it.
I'm gonna open up Texas again.
So latitude, longitude, is it supposed to be longitude, latitude? I think that's probably what the problem is.
I always mess it up every single time I make anything.
Good news is there's only 2 options, so we can...
Oh, I'm getting so close. Okay, so GeoID, I'm assuming, is the FIPS code, so I'm just going to steal that from our notebook if I can remember which of our 10 million tabs it is. Not this one. Is this it? Nope. Hey, I found it. Okay, equals
Come on, what did I do? Longitude, latitude.
Damn it, what did I write test? Oh my god, holy shit. The where clause returned
Oh, I didn't do a
1,000,000
join.
rows.
So
I feel like that's too many rows.
silly me. Okay, there are the post offices. They're far too large.
Hey, I think I did it.
Nice. Hey, cheers on the timing.
Thanks. I'm gonna try and zoom. Ballsy.
Woo! It looks like you did zoom.
I did
Oh,
zoom.
there you go.
How does that look?
Sick, dude.
That's all here. There's a lot of buildings there.
Houston.
Does QGIS catch stuff? We don't know, but maybe it does based on what we just saw in the past 5 minutes. So you want me to export this as a GeoJSON or something?
Yeah. Let's start with that.
All right, let's hope that it makes it all the way to that stage. GeoJSON. New line delimited or just plain old?
No, plain old. Yeah.
Oakley dokley. File name, Harris County, Texas. Layer name, it automatically does it. Great. And where are you saving this to? QGIS? To my desktop. It was going to save it to my root. Why? Damn, this shit's still enormous, though. It's over 1 million buildings.
Wow. How big is it?
We're going to find out it's 30% done exporting right now.
Well then.
Do you think this is based on your facial expression and body language? I'm getting the sense that this might be too many buildings.
Just might be. I mean, we're certainly going to have to leave SVG behind.
Oh yeah. But that's why we have GL. That's why we use Mapbox GL, yeah? But we can't do it in the GeoJSON way, necessarily. Are we going to load 1 million buildings into the browser to then overlay?
I doubt it.
I don't think that's what we're going to do. But maybe we could raster a really high-resolution image and lay that on top or some shit.
Well, the other is, I wonder if we can make, like, Mapbox tiles.
Yeah, see what the Mapbox Studio upload limit is.
Vector tile.
Also, it's fucking beach balling on 99% export, so.
Just leave it go, leave it be. So, I haven't used it, but Stack Exchange.
Yay, you did it. Let me see. It's 384 megabytes. How do you feel about that? Is that too many?
I feel like that's too many. And can you try zipping it real quick?
Sure. Let me give you the old compress. Oh, it's actually 414. Sorry about that. And zipped, it's 40 megabytes. How do you feel about this? 100, or what is that? 10? How does math work? That's a pretty significant reduction in size. Yeah, it's an improvement.
Nice. How much would you say? 110?
I don't know. It went from 400 to 40, so a 10 times reduction.
Oh, 240. Oh, wow. Yeah. Like, that's something that you could actually send me, or we could, I mean, depending on how we do this.
Yeah, I'm going to keybase it to you, so off it goes.
Because one of the things we could also do is figure out how to turn it into Mapbox vector tiles.
I know how to do that. I can do that.
You can do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Shit. Amazing.
Yeah. So
I feel like if we can do that, then
it's a data set. We'll do a new data set. We'll do upload. We'll drag this fucking enormous JSON file in here, and I bet Mapbox would be like, no, don't do it. We don't want it. No, thank you. Yeah, see, it says to upload data larger than 5 megabytes, please use the datasets API. If you don't need to edit your consider converting it directly to a tile set. Sure, new tile set. Here's my enormous data. How about now? No, it exceeds the 300 megabit limit. Consider using MTS to upload this file. What's MTS? Doesn't seem very fun. So I need to make it 300 megabytes instead of its 400.
How many properties is it saving with the buildings?
It is like some light, clean GeoJSON. It's like got nothing. It's got, oh no, I lied. It's got FID, state, county, GeoID, and name. And then it's geometry.
What if you just got rid of all of that? Because if it's 1 million times each field, that's like some number of...
All right, bro, listen to me. How...
I mean, the Q... Yeah.
Does one...
You're uploading it unzipped, right?
Yeah. So how do I don't think I want to use QGIS to take those columns out. I want to use like command line magic, GDAL, fucking magic, some shit. You know what I mean? Some like filter. Back to QGIS. How do I take it out in QGIS?
No, I think you're probably right, though.
Let me try again. Save features as. Maybe I can limit the fields that I export. File name. Harris Light. Oh, select fields to export. Oh my god, they make this easy. So we're just going to do nothing. Just their geometries. You sure? That's all you want? You don't want like county or GeoID or to save anything? The name? Anything?
Wait, what name?
Oh, it's just the name of the county. It's just Harris over and over again. We're not saving that for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like we know that this is.
Oh, you're right. Okay, you're right. I'm taking all this garbage out. We don't need fucking anything. Yeah. Nothing they could tell us would help us. So we're re-exporting. Oh no, it doesn't like it. Failed to recreate. Oh, darn it. Try it one more time. It tried to save it to root again. And it's like, I can't save it to root. And I was like, that was your idea the whole time, QGIS. I don't know why you tried to do that anyway.
I'm going, for the heck of it, get try TopoJSON.
Okay. Why? Because it's hip? Because it's better than GeoJSON? Because it's smaller? Because it's made by Mike Bostock?
It may be smaller, and it may like still work in the browser as like my D3 way of.
So you're going
made it so that
you're going GeoJSON to TopoJSON to Canvas to map is your plan.
That is correct, Mundo.
Sick. I'm eating more cake.
You're making me jealous. I kind of want to go get my cake in a second. So just TopoJSON. And I think so I can do this just for the hell of it. So this will be Harris, and what was it called? I was in downloads. Harris County, Texas.
Yay, it's 297, Ian. Fitting it underneath my 300 limit. So it's uploading to Mapbox right now as a tile set.
That's awesome. You got shaved off some megabytes.
Yeah, thank you for that great idea.
Absolutely. Topo. Okay.
What are you forcing over there?
The hell? I don't know how to like. This is an old guy, Topo JSON client.
Blue Radon says that's scary, and I agree.
What's scary?
Force. I just look over and you're just like forcing node scripts.
I mean, you can always change it. It's, Topo to Geo. Geo to Topo. Oh, interesting. Okay. How do I install that?
Yeah, Blue Radon, you're correct, but also on the command line, it's just named TopoJSON, I'm pretty sure. It like doesn't have a different name.
I will try installing it too. There is a, yeah, I think the later version, it's split in client server.
But you know, do you have the right TopoJSON client to execute your TopoJSON commands? Doesn't it map to TopoJSON?
Oh, it is from TopoJSON server, so I see command line reference, but I just installed it. So package logs in my home directory.
Well, what do I know?
A new tab. There's no TopoJSON. They didn't install the. Oh, it's installing it locally. Shit. Force that bitch. So can I not run this? States.json, us.json. States equals that, so.
Hey, what are you doing over there? Are you trying to make our JSON smaller? Because I feel like I already did it. But you're trying to get building shapes into D3 is what you're doing.
I was just trying it out. I don't know. Yeah, like I think we should use. We should split screen for a second. I thought you were bringing yours into Mapbox.
I am. I've been waiting for it to. It literally, as you said that, it just started working. So, bro, it looks so sick. It looks so cool. I have to remember how to add it. Create a new style, then add layer as source. That's not really what I want. I guess I have to design it in Mapbox Studio and then include that style in When I... Alright, that's fine. I can do that. So, duplicate. And then we'll add a layer, and that layer's source will be the thing we just made, which is Harris, Texas Light. Here we go. Let's go to Harris. Yes, take me to Harris, Texas. Oh, yeah, here we go. Now we're talking. So I have every building in Harris County, Texas, which is super fun. And I'm giving them a fill. And I'm going to make them red. What should I make them, buddy?
I don't know, man. Like, sky's the limit here.
It seems like I have to be pretty zoomed in for them to show up. I don't know if that's a function of Mapbox or the layer or what. Select data.
There's probably some kind of setting that like, or maybe it's automatic threshold. Like there's too much data for it to like show it. I kind of like the green. Yeah, going like green on dark.
Yeah, I guess there's too much data to show it any wider than 13. Filter. No. All right, so right now I made them red. Do you want that?
I want the green. I want green.
You want green.
Light. I like color.
I'm with it. I'll give it some opacity.
I think you should take a screenshot when you get it, like how you like it too.
Totally. I'm going to publish it, and then we should be able to include it pretty easily onto in our styles. So let me copy our style URL, go back to this. What do I call it? I called it Mapbox theme or something. Yeah, where do I define that? Mapbox theme. Here it is. Does that make the map re-render? No. Is it because I don't tell it? No, it's because I don't say theme. Mapbox theme. And then we'll do zoom 13. Oh, but it's whatever. There you go. You got buildings, but you can't zoom out. I wonder why that is. I'm not particularly love that it doesn't show them more zoomed out. In the Mapbox part of our notebook.
Nice.
So we got buildings going. Which is pretty exciting.
I think it looks great.
But I really do wish, like, as soon as you zoom out, they go away. I want to, like, zoom out to, like, here and see them. Can we, like, can we, like, render them down, you know what I mean? Like, simplify them or, like, combine them if they're next to each other? Like, what's the way to make Mapbox accept them at a bigger zoom, you know?
Well, I was trying to do something like this with TopoJSON should like simplify them, but I don't think it's much it can do. It's just the raw, like it was 300 megabytes instead of 395, so it's like not that big.
Yeah, it's not saving very much. So let's see.
Yeah, so I mean, part of me thinks that there's a like, I'm not, we can talk about it out loud. But
oh, I think it might be sorry, I'm looking more, it might be a money thing. I think it's because I'm in the free tier. that I get that level of precision.
Interesting.
Because it says why this data location limits make your, and limit the file sets or resulting tie set. Transform. Oh, Tippecanoe. Have you ever used that before?
I've definitely heard of it, but I haven't given it. Like,
Bro, I wish that we could like phone a friend Jeremiah because he knows that shit really well. So I think what I need to do is actually build my tiles in the command line on my side, and then I can simplify it at different resolutions for each zoom level. You know what I mean? And then I just give those to Mapbox, and they serve those. But that sounds like a little bit of scope creep on our current mission.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. Yeah, that's good to know, and it's something we would do in the course of our work. However, yeah, I think I agree that for now we can say we check this part off. The other thing I was thinking is like if we had ideas for how we wanted to like look at buildings and how you want to aggregate, we could write node scripts to do stuff with turf or like you can do command line.
Oh, I have an idea.
Processing it.
In the meantime, can we make it so that it just constantly zooms in and out from zoom level 13 to 8 back and forth? What's the best way to do that in observable? Like I want it to be like on a 5 seconds zoomed in, 5 seconds zoomed out. You know what I mean?
Probably the scrubber.
Yes. Oh yeah, you just do like one between two values basically.
Yeah. Do you want me to do it real quick?
Yeah, but I'm not sure that it's gonna work in the same reactive way. You know what I mean? You want to do on update map dot fly to center and then the new zoom.
Yeah, so there'll be two steps to this, which would be first, getting the scrubber to show the right things the way you want it, and then the second would be there is a way we can find an example observable map. Observable notebook that does this with Mapbox, where you get a reference to the map, and then you can trigger stuff.
That's what I'm about to do. Yeah, so if you have a reference to the map, then I can do the fly to.
Yeah. So.
But I don't know what an event from the scrubber looks like. You know what I mean?
I think John Alexis had the one that I used to learn this the last time. He did this add layer stuff, yield the map. So the map's loaded. So I think this is the thing we want. So there's accounting layers. So I'm gonna bring this over here. Where's your... Oh crap. Let's see. Well.
Oh boy, yeah, Hell on Earth has dropped a flood map for Texas, which is actually really interesting, like a flood insurance map. So they say, I guess we have the climate crisis, and then elections and COVID. Fun.
I am doing something wrong here.
have you done, sir?
Oh, I need this part. Oh no, you have this. So, oh. Can I have 2 of these? I'm trying to follow another pattern. But I think I'm doing it wrong. So if I don't have this, so does yours, do you want to uncomment yours?
Only if map is global.
Well, I change it to map box map. Yeah.
Yeah, so when this runs, it should fly to, well, it says target right now. It should be, do we have a global?
Yeah, so I was misguided.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah. You should be able to uncomment. You want to do it real quick?
Well, I was just saying, I don't think the center of it is correct yet, because right now it says target, and I think that it needs to be center. But center.feature.coordinates, center.geometry.coordinates.
Yeah, are you typing or should I do it?
No, you can do it. Yeah, so when that run, yeah, it's doing it right now.
So cool.
But it's taking oh so long.
What is the speed is...
It's not in milliseconds, it's in dumb people. So how do you make this run? It's much better now. Back and forth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so what we want is we want to say, like,
between
Zoom
13 and 8.
Scrubber, or is it new Scrubber or view of Zoom? And then there'll be a bunch of options, but we'll say, so you want from 13 to 8?
Yes, sir.
So that's...
This is 8 and this is 13. And 13 is where the buildings show up. Maybe even I'm sorry, even 14.
Per duration. Shit, what is...
Or delay, I think.
What's wrong with my array? Yeah, autoplay loop delay is 1,000.
Oh, loop delay.
Yeah, there's delay and loop delay. So we want both of those. Oops.
Sorry.
But it should be like 5 seconds. Alright, so zoom should just be, why is it, how is it defined more than once?
Because there's one up here. I'll just comment it out.
Oh yeah, sorry. So if you do zoom here,
I think that's right. Ish, maybe?
Oh, but it's going to start over. It's going to zoom all the way in. I don't think it liked that.
Can it not hit the in-between points? Like, can it just be 9 and 13?
Absolutely. Then I think we should just do 13. Oops.
Yeah, I think that's more what I want.
That's a funny way to do it.
And maybe even like 6,000, just a little bit longer. All right, so I have our Zoomy map that shows off the fact that there's buildings in green once you get far enough. Then it zooms you back out again.
I like it.
All right. That's fun. What's next? Oh shit, it's 9:45. So we have maybe we can prepare to take a little break in a moment and come back for 10 o'clock.
That's what I was thinking too. I could use a snack real quick.
That's dope. And I noticed that I was like, what are all these dots on this map of Harris County? And I feel like I don't even remember. I don't know when you had an opportunity to do this, but you've added post offices to it.
Yeah, it was a little while ago.
Just figured you'd sneak that in there.
Yeah, we could bring that into Mapbox too. I'm gonna put the flood vulnerability link that was shared here before I forget. Data set. There's FEMA. But yeah, I'm with you. I think we should, let's see, we got the buildings. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, yeah, so when we come back, let's talk about post offices. Let's talk about what else we might want to put on here.
For sure. Take us back to the list. Maybe we can tease what we'll do next when we come back from the break.
Yeah, so we got our FIPS, basic, our county. This whole notebook's driven by one FIPS code, and so we could switch out the counties we're looking at. We got the geometry, so we can draw the county, either just raw D3, get it on the screen, or zoom to it with Mapbox using turf and getting the centroid and zooming to the centroid, right? At a
exactly
given zoom. And then I imported the post offices from another notebook that I have, just like of a lot of county related data.
You just had post offices laying around.
Just had post offices laying around. I mean, they've been in the news, so we got the data set several streams ago. Then, but we haven't really, I just drew them with some circles. I haven't done anything with it. Then we got the footprints in. You process those through QGIS.
Yes, sir.
And, major computer sweat. We got it. We got Harris County. It's all 400 or 300 megabytes of building footprints, over 1 million buildings, right?
Yep.
And we are rendering them in Mapbox GL with the Mapbox tiles that you uploaded. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff we can add to the mix. Got some, Hell on Earth has shared some links on like the flood warnings.
Oh, you know what? I wish we had a bot so we could be like, drop it in the channel and you could vote for your favorite one. I guess we'll do it old school. So just use your memory to look at what we're looking at right now. And then
the link's in the chat.
Oh, so you can just go at the top of the notebook. Drop. We're gonna go away for 10 minutes. Take a little break. Be back at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. your time, Western time. What do they call that? Pacific time. We'll be back in 10 minutes and figure out what to tackle next. Harris County, Texas, data extravaganza.
Nice. Let's do it.
All right. See you guys soon.
See you in 10 minutes.
Hey, do you want our new starting scene camera where you have access to point it at things?
Yeah, let's try that.
All right. Ian wants to try anything. Try this out.
needed. Try not to fall down the stairs with all my papers on it. All right, so I'll mute myself here, but I wanted to leave just the screen on a random scene stuff. Okay. Right. Ready.
And we're back. We're live. It's we took a little quick break. Thanks for hanging out, sticking with us. Thanks for playing with the background, crowd control background. I saw that. That was dope.
Yeah, that's cool.
Um, so what do you think we should tackle next? Should we go back to our little list? Oh, you already have it up. You're killing it, killing the game.
Yeah. So we got several data sets into this notebook. We can, I mean, you have the map zooming up on yours. I'll scroll down real quick.
Yeah. What do you feel most excited about?
I am things that like I guess I don't know about, like land use data or the flood data. I'm not very familiar with Houston or anything about it, right? So
Word.
Being able to
good night, Blue Radon. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think stuff like that.
So do you want to try and I also am not familiar with land use data. So though I just know that it exists. I know that it's a thing. Mapbox has some parts of it built in. So like you could theoretically say, if I go into where's the Mapbox Studio place where I actually made this theme? Might have already deleted it. Basically what we're looking at when the map zooms in and out is like a new tile set that I made in Mapbox Studio. So if you go into Mapbox Studio, they have like a land use layer, and you can color it. If you override the default, you can color it with data conditions, and then you can say, depending on class, right? And so they have all these different classes: pitch, sand, rock, park, airport, wood, glacier, scrub, agriculture, cemetery, school, grass, parking, hospital, aboriginal lands, right? 16 classes of land type. So I could go in and make every park, right, have a green color. And then
parking lot and school for sure.
Okay, so I'm making park green, like a disgusting green, just to start. You said school?
Yeah.
Should I make school? I want to make it purple in my heart. I don't know why.
Sure. Because I feel like schools, and there's probably some other government buildings or something, right? Like, or civic or church, right? Like those are places that are polling places often.
Oh, interesting. I love the way okay, so hospital or cemetery or airport?
I mean, cemetery, dead people can't vote.
But... Okay, true enough. Well, I made school purple and I didn't really see any pop up. They might be really small.
Yeah, they might be.
Oh, I made the park color a little too similar to the building color. I'll make them like a slightly more disgusting dark green. Okay. So that's basically land use. If you want to check, like I made parks green, but I don't know if that really satisfies what we wanted. School's purple. And there's also land cover, but I don't think land cover has the same data. Oh, it has class. It has wood, scrub, grass, crop, and snow. What is scrub, do you think? Land use scrub. Is used to tag areas of uncultivated land covered with shrubs, bushes, or stunted trees. Cool. Now you know.
But like, what about? I thought there'd be something like residential or.
That's like zoning.
Oh, okay.
Satellites don't know about zoning. Those are all natural conditions in people's brains. All satellites can really know is like, oh, that's water. That's a cemetery. I guess cemetery is not a thing that is like, that's like mental.
Check this out. This is a building that. Oh, you're on your. It's like a building that got leveled and turned into like a construction site.
Oh, so there's like a building that should be there but isn't?
Right. Or there's a footprint where there's no building in a satellite.
That's funny. All right, so land use, I mean, now we know that land use is not really it doesn't really serve our political purposes, but is vaguely interesting. I guess I can republish this with parks and green. You know what I mean? And we can say that we did it.
Yeah, I think it's that. I mean, the floods. I mean, we could also there's demographics. I mean, it's only at the county level though. Like, or I guess we'd have to skip. Well, that was the like this.
Hell on Earth is asks which is newer, like if the building is there now and the satellite image is out of date. And my guess is that the satellite image is more up to date because it comes from Mapbox, who like update their stuff pretty frequently. And I don't know where this building data comes from, but governments are usually slower than satellites, I would say.
It's from. Yeah, I should.
That's my guess.
Like
pure conjecture.
So I'm going to put the data set that we got here, which comes from Microsoft Building Footprints, which is, I guess, comes from OpenStreetMap. Or no, Bing.
Oh, wait, comes from satellites? So everything's satellites at the end of the day? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Probably.
You know what I want to do, Ian? I don't know if we can, but I want to make the buildings stick out. You know what I mean? Like, I want to extrude them. Is that an option?
I'm sure it is. I think that's what... There's LiDAR data or height. Let's put that...
3D buildings is a Mapbox thing. All right, yeah. I want to do it. I want to do that Mapbox thing.
Yeah, so I think we need...
Oh, shit!
What?
There's a type called fill extrusion. And I'm going to do it.
There was no... The footprints don't have any sense of how height they are, right?
No, but I can just make them all the same height, aka tall. Tall. 1,000 meters. That's too many meters. And I want to make them green.
Whoa.
Here we go. How do you like that? Thanks, Mapbox. So they're all the same height. How do you think I should give them a height? Whatever, I'm just going to publish this. It'll be fun. Well, the people will like it. Give them an opacity. That's kind of cool. I don't like it. It's also like missing some buildings that are on the satellite data, which are like very obvious. Like that's a building.
I assume it's just not, yeah, like they take the pictures quicker than they can extract the buildings.
Whoa. So I think. Oh yeah, finally it just got the parks update in, so it'll have buildings in a little while, I guess. Can we make the height of this a little bit taller? Container height. Where does height get defined? Height. 400. Let's make this like 800. Is that allowed? Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah. Big old map.
I'm downloading 3 gigabytes of parcels, land parcels for Texas for some reason.
That's fun. We're getting data. Oh, hell on earth is I am way ahead of you, buddy. I feel like. Yeah, I did it. I done did it. Look at it. Look, it's a city.
But the LiDAR data, that's what I'm responding to Hell on Earth.
Oh, is that what you have, LiDAR data?
Well, that's what I was looking at, and then I opened this other one. I meant to get the LiDAR data for Houston, Eastern Texas LiDAR. I have to assume that they have. It's 2008.
Whoa.
Harris County flood control, that was something. Harris County imagery. 1938, crazy.
That is crazy. Like really old satellite photos, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's going back or I don't know, not satellite, like plane.
Oh, plane. You mean kite? Zeppelin?
Or whatever the hell they did. Yeah.
Still waiting for Mapbox to cash out my new 3D building layer.
Seriously?
Balloon shots, yeah, exactly.
Don't have Houston. This is what I'm looking at. The hell is Buffalo Bayou?
Are you looking for LiDAR data? Yeah, it's always in the weirdest like boundaries that like don't always normally fill what you want to look at.
Like, what the hell is Missouri City? And why does it have crazy detailed LiDAR? Maybe I can filter this down maybe later. Okay. I only want like really recent stuff.
Really recent LiDAR. LiDAR. It's fancy. You know, I'm really excited for the new iPhone. I want to get the new Pro Max because it has the super fancy like LiDAR sensors on it. You can like I saw somebody like 3D scanned a table. They said it took like 20 seconds and you have like a 3D image mapped version of anything.
Everything's around Houston. Why isn't anybody... there's got to be a Houston. Is it?
Isn't there a way to search by bounding box in this?
Oh, yeah, click by geography. Like instructions.
I think the square in the left under home button. Maybe not.
Draw to single click to begin. Oh.
Yeah, now we're talking.
8 data sets. What? Oh, it's in that box. Okay.
Useless.
Hey.
Now we're talking.
Upper Coast LiDAR.
Got that Fuego LiDAR data. Now you just gotta click all these motherfuckers.
It's 3 gigs per little square.
Well, this is just veto.
Oh.
Abort. Pull out.
What's a digital elevation module?
Oh, that's cool. That's the shape of the land. That's how you make really awesome hill shades and 3D versions of things.
All right. Well, this feels like a different time thing. Although it looks like you could host these as tiles, like.
What?
I don't know. Like as a Mapbox layer, and that would be pretty cool.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I guess ultimately it would be something that you'd script it and run it on a bunch of computers, right? It's like download all those point clouds, average out like the height of the building or whatever of the squares.
Exactly.
Set that height, keep that as a property. It'd be pretty cool.
I don't think it would fit in our megabyte limit though, because we're just right under the wire. I don't think we had any space for any heights in there. So
I think we could make space. We could like squeeze a tiny little bit of space in there. But or you could do it separately as a different layer and like look it up. I think
that's true. Okay, I just got excited for no reason. Election data. Can we map? Can we get more precise than county? Because let me throw this at you. I believe MIT has 2016 by precinct, so we could map precincts in Harris County, which I've never done before.
Oh, let's do that. I like the idea of that.
So let me find the by precinct data. And then here's another thing is trying to find precinct shapefiles. So maybe MIT precinct shapefile. Maybe MIT has those too.
Can you load it on your screen?
Yes, sir. National shapefile. All right, they say don't do that.
Don't do that?
They say don't use voting tabulation districts, which is what I wanted to use because it comes from the census and it's easy to find.
Oh, wait, what? Don't use it for what? Like,
I'm trying to understand that exactly. might do it anyway. Oh, sick! They have shapefiles for precinct. Excellent, excellent. So I can actually download the shapefile and the results at the same time. That's what I want.
It's interesting. The park goes away at the same level that the buildings come in. Oh.
Have they become 3D yet? It's gonna take forever, I feel like. Alright, we might need to enable them somehow. I don't totally
yes, they are.
Hey, look at that.
If you control click, you get like a 3D camera, like the pitched camera. Seems like a big park.
Alright, so
I wish the park stayed around longer. Anyway.
I think I got the basics of... I got the precincts in. Now I just want to briefly color them by data and field. Uh-oh. I don't know. I'm going to put it in map shaper. Yeah. It might be easier. I don't know if they have the returns in it, or I might need to bind the data to it separately, which is not that much fun. But
let's find out. This is what we do.
What the fuck? Oh, okay. I don't feel like I have all this data. It's because they're numbers. Wait, that's why. What is what?
What is that again? That is...
So this is 2016 vote results, and you can see they have President Clinton, Trump, Johnson, Stein, and a bunch of other things I don't totally understand. Congress, Dem, Republican, Libertarian, Green.
This is the 26... This is the MIT... Do you have a link to the...
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Let me see. Here's the link. So I'm playing around with it in Map Shaper, and what I want is if Clinton is above Trump to make it blue. So what's the best way to do that? Make an expression, even though I don't want to make an expression. It would be like, where's fields? Clinton greater than Trump. I don't know how to write expressions for QGIS anymore.
You trying to color it?
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, maybe I should stop doing this in QGIS and just do it. Do you want me to just export Harris County precincts? Would that make you happy?
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
County key equals, what's our Harris County FIPS?
48201.
48201. 48201. Uh-oh. County key equals... What are you talking about? 482... What? So weird. Try again. County key equal... Give me a sample. Equals... Oh, that's not right at all. I see what it's saying. There is no 48201. What are these county keys? It's numbers 1 through 254. Why? Why?
Uh-oh.
I don't like that.
It's not kosher.
Oh, but precinct key is a FIPS, where the first 5, I think, are the county FIPS.
Okay.
But I don't know how to split. And this or splice.
Oh, you gotta do the QGIS.
You know what I mean? 0, 5. Yeah, the QGIS way equals 4. What'd you say? 48201. 48201. Test. Slice. Split. Splice. Slice. I feel like slice is a thing. Maybe not. What if I just give you all the precincts as GeoJSON?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not bad.
And you can filter it in your own time. All right, I'm going to get a bunch of fields we don't care about also.
Get rid of?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Here we go. And then file name, we'll call this Texas Precinct 2016. Nope, I tried to save it to root again and I can't. I don't know why I keep suggesting that. It's not a thing that's possible. Texas Precincts 2016. I have to get rid of all this junk again. Congressional races we don't care about. Alright, it seems like it might be big because it's taking a while to export. Alright, 100%. Should I drop it as like a file attachment in the notebook? Is that the best way to do it, or?
What's the size of it?
Let me see, it's almost done. $188 megabytes. 200 megabytes. Is that too many megabytes? Maybe. I wish I could filter.
188, you said?
200.
200.
100.
That's too many for a notebook for sure.
I need to filter them here somehow.
Let's see, QGIS filter string expression. Advanced string expression filter. Oh, you can do something like use the like keyword.
Okay, interesting.
And it looks like it uses like a regular expression. So I think if you did, I'm gonna put in the chat like, then 48201, and then dot star, I think.
Wow, look at you, regex master 48201 dot star test. No, it still doesn't like that. Maybe single quotes, is that key? Yes, that does seem to be key, because it's now beach balling. Welcome to QGIS.
Something right. Pass the beach ball.
So much QGIS beach balling tonight.
I love this. So while you were doing that, I went on NOAA, National Environmental Data, whatever,
Sure.
climate Data Online.
National Ocean and Atmospheric Administration.
That's the one. They got some really good weather data. So there's 133 weather stations in Harris County. And I was thinking, this is like, you can get, well,
I love this idea.
A number of things, precipitation, right? Because like that is a thing. Harris County, like Houston, does suffer from flooding, I think, right?
Totally.
Like, or with the hurricanes, and so I don't know. I just want to see what the weather data you can get, and then make these stations. Maybe I have a free data item in my cart. So my cart options, PDF, no, CSV. Select the date range. I guess this year so far, 2020, is that? I don't know. We'll start there.
Seems right.
Geographic location. Select data types for custom. Man, this is pretty sweet. It's giving me that. All right, I'm gonna get. See what this gives me. Sure, remember my email address. Thank you. All right, so I can hopefully expect to get the process data. Yes, complete download. Excellent. So it is just a 1 megabyte CSV. So I would say Harris weather. That's very interesting. All right, I want to link to the original thing. Found. Oh crap, I have to do it again. Data tool, select location. Let me put this here.
I'm still trying to get my filter to work. All right, I'm gonna grab a seltzer. I'll be right back.
Cool. I will upload this file. Oh. Okay, I'll upload it this way. All right. So let's use this, copy the code, and I guess below my post office, I'll get it. Well, we can just get CSV. So each of these is a station. Oh, so it's gonna be a date. All right, so raw station data, and I think we want to say typed. That's the one, typed.
Sick.
A lot of nulls. Then we can say stations by station. This. I'll use group on. So each of these stations will have hopefully hundreds of values. Looks like there's nulls and zero precipitation a lot of the time. Oh, this one had a little bit more. I mean, we could also let's look at the extent of some of these. So if we said extent stations raw, it's probably 10 inches of rain.
Oh, nice.
But if we do...
And like, what's the time period? Sorry if I missed that.
It's January 2020 to, I think now.
Cool.
Today. All right, so do any of these, I think something else, like this is like a 2-minute wind speed. The average temperature should definitely be something.
Yeah, 43 to 90 makes sense. But really, it only gets to 90 in Texas?
That sounds suspicious.
Yeah. Maybe it's in Celsius?
No, 90 would be boiling.
Okay.
No, I mean, it should get like above 90. Texas.
Right?
No, in Harris County in Houston. It's on the coast. Maybe.
No way.
I don't know.
No fucking way.
Just thinking out loud.
I'm gonna Google Harris or Texas highest temperature this year, 2020.
About Houston.
106. Houston highest temperature this year. I don't know, maybe 90's right. Because the highest temperature in 2019 was 100. But it wouldn't be 90. It hasn't ever been 90.
Now, why is it November? I don't know. It's been above 90 in October.
That's what I'm saying.
July. Yeah, it definitely gets to 95, 97 in July. But all right, so for example, if I filter them, if I say stations raw dot filter t dot, that's the average temperature. Oh, there's also a T max. Yeah, that goes from 50 to 102.
That makes sense.
So yeah, it kind of depends on what you want to go for. Because yes, if it's the average.
Oh, the average. Okay, got it. All right, valid.
Yeah, so 48 wind speed would be pretty fast wind speed. I wonder. if it's greater than 30, like there's like 24 days, I guess.
You just filtered for extremely windy days, I guess.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Date. I'm going to group by that. So yeah, this is kind of interesting. What did I do? I'm going to sort it. Why are they not the same? They're different hours, probably. All right, well, I'm just getting a sense, really, right? Like, so I would be able to find particularly windy or hot or rainy days at these different locations. I probably want to just
can you like nest a location, like group a location, and then average all its stuff out, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe what we should do also is just draw the stations so we get a sense of where they're at.
Makes sense to me.
So I'm going to say yeah, now this is hard-coded to Harris, though, but
it's fine. We accept it.
Yeah. So I think with D3's new version, you can just pass in a map as your data, and so we can just create these circles. I'm going to set the class to, and I don't think they had latitude, longitude. Oh, here's they grabbed the first one. It's all caps.
So since the filtering regex thing doesn't work, I'm now moving on to try and doing geographic filtering with QGIS. So I'm either going to find out what number county in the precincts Harris is, or I'm going to lay Harris on top of it and just do like a diff. And just
there's something I like about that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't like this. All right. Trying to make sure I'm doing something sensible here. Stations by station. I'll just grab a station.
Knocking things over.
map. Okay, so D0 is just one of these, so this should also just make sense.
So it's just County 201. So I'm going to filter, this is so dumb. I'm going to filter our precincts by County 201.
All right. So if I do this,
Awesome. So there's 1,012 precincts in Harris, they say.
oh yeah?
Yeah, let me export them for you. And they have 2016 presidential election data attached to them. And not only that, they have the raw votes per candidate. So we could theoretically do the dot thing where we do a dot per candidate vote in a precinct, which might be rad.
Sorry, I'm like debugging a thing. I think I figured it out. Oh. Okay, so now I have post offices and weather stations that look exactly the same. Oh, that was the post offices. Those should be blue for now. Okay, all the things
All right, it's 30 megabytes now. Is that better? Can I attach it now? Is that allowed?
We always returning 0 for 1. Oh, it's because this should say CY. All right. Look, the temperature stations are close to post office.
Ooh, look at that. That's where people live.
One would hope. Okay. So, you know, are you thinking what I'm thinking, EJ?
I don't know, you tell me.
Voronoi, the temperatures.
Again? Okay, I'm with it. Do it. How quick can you make it happen? Because we have 12 minutes left.
Well, what were you were getting precincts. So do you want to talk about?
Yeah, so I just got it in. I have GeoJSON now, which is the shapefile for precincts with the vote count per candidate inside, which I would want to make in a canvas map, which is its own like 15, 20-minute project. But the data's in there now. You know.
Nice. So you uploaded it?
Yeah, it's included. Yeah, it's as a file attachment now in the notebook. And it's only 8 megabytes.
Nice. Yeah, I think that is something we should see. Now, do you think we should do it on the Mapbox map?
Precincts.
And like overlay the precincts?
Yeah, that's a fabulous idea because that could be the last thing we do in our next 10 minutes is I could do it really quickly in Mapbox Studio because they make a way that you can color by data. So let's see. Let's go to studio.mapbox.com. We'll do a new tile set in which we will drop the Harris precincts. Confirm. Oh, it uploads quick. Now it's processing, blah, 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 blah. Should I do it in our same thing? Uh-oh. It doesn't like my GeoJSON. Maybe I'll just try with the raw precinct data for all of Texas, and maybe it'll like that better. Where do I have that? Texas Precincts 2016. That one's much larger. But then I'm just going to go into Mapbox Studio and I'm going to be like, if the Democrat has more than the Republican, make it blue, and if less, then red. Mm-hmm. And maybe I'll do that like underneath the buildings in the same style that we already have, because then we don't have to do anything. I just hit republish and it's updated in the map, which is kind of cool.
I do like that.
What else is on our list?
Yeah, I think that would be a good way to wrap up today's thing. I mean, we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be 6 data sets loaded in.
It seems like a lot of data sets for 3 hours. It's 2 data sets an hour, right. Except I'm having trouble uploading my precinct data, which is kind of frustrating.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Did you map shaper it or something?
No, it's like exactly the same as the buildings that worked. I think it's the projection of the export somehow. Question mark, question mark. You sure you can't just draw me a canvas map?
Oh, I can.
And then maybe we can just shove them in there real quick.
Yeah. The way I do that typically is...
And we can use all the same projection and stuff, I guess, too, right?
Yep.
Look at you, fancy, fancy.
So we're going to do path.
Did you already turn the attachment into JSON, or should I do that for you?
I don't know. I didn't look at the attachment yet. I was just starting to set up a canvas.
Totally. So while you do that, I'm going to try and get the data in a way that you can use it when you're ready.
Excellent.
So here's precincts equal this .json. Yes. Typed. Yes, please. Yeah, it seems good. Kind of sounds like you're typing through a robot right now, but I think we can roll with it.
Does it?
Yeah. It's okay. You're allowed. You're allowed to make whatever noises you want.
Oh, that's big. Okay. Why is height so large?
Oh yeah, it definitely sounds like you're like C-3PO now.
Oh, like, so something's wrong with my...
No, I think it's more Wi-Fi, and I think that you should just embrace it by getting a robot vibe.
I have uploaded successfully.
Yeah, it did have that vibe to it.
Okay. Alright, sorry, I zoomed out for a second. Felt like very large. So, okay, it just is really large right now. The height is set to something. So I'm drawing my county in Canvas. So I want to draw now all of the precincts that you have. Did you get them like you were saying?
Yeah, they're called Harris precincts.
Okay, and their features. Cool. I definitely want to. Can you import red and blue from one of our previous notebooks?
I sure can.
That
you sound a lot like a robot.
Oh man.
Yeah, what made the notebook so upset?
Alright, let me safe mode it.
It says, I'm just a poor little notebook. What have you done to me? Oh yeah. 4 minutes left. I don't know if we're gonna get these precincts to show up.
I think we can do it.
I don't know if it's gonna make the cut, man.
Guess they're not simplified at all.
Oh no, they're not. Do you want me to simplify them for you? I can do that.
Yeah, that would be nice, I think.
All right. Let's see. Let's take our precincts, Texas precincts. We import them. All right, and then we simplify them. Prevent shape removal. Yes, please. Let me do some of this stuff. Let's zoom in more. Oops, too much. Like this much. So let's see. Do you want GeoJSON or TopoJSON?
GeoJSON's fine. I mean,
it's right here. It's just a radio button. Do you want me to click TopoJSON or GeoJSON?
No, let's just do GeoJSON. If it's simplified and it's just smaller, that's fine.
Right, and I can update this file, right?
Yes, I think you have to say like @1, but.
Let's see. Harris precincts.
I think TopoJSON would give us some options to like say. I mean, might be a little bit smaller, but then we'd have to convert it back to GeoJSON, and if we're already within workable amount, I think it's just making it a little smaller would be nice.
Oh, but it's not filtered. Oh, I'll refilter it. Console. Remember, filter status 201. What do you mean you can't find variable county? Oh, CNTY. Got it. Oh no. Is there an undo? God damn it. I accidentally filtered in the wrong direction, like a dummy. And now I'm gonna go over time. Texas Precincts 2016, GeoJSON import. We're gonna go ahead and wait for it to load, and then we're gonna simplify. We're gonna simplify it down to like 8, and then a little bit more. Prepare. All right, console. Gonna filter CNTY equals 201. Yes, excellent. Repair again. Export GeoJSON. So exciting. Then we go back.
Nice.
Downloads. Where is it? There we go. Now it's updated. So I go, what? What is it called? Harris. Precincts. And I do @2, you're saying?
Oh, it looks like it already named it to and changed it.
Oh. Weird.
See that?
Yeah, I do see that. What's up with that? That's weird.
I don't know.
Anyway, they're simplified now.
Alright, I might have just killed the notebook again. I just uncommented it.
Well, it's all black now.
Oh.
That seems nice.
Yeah. Let's say stroke style. And then each one polygon. So I don't see why. Let me stroke instead of fill. Let's see if
Whoa. Well, there's definitely lines being drawn.
yeah.
So that's fun.
Download that. But clearly not.
Yeah, those aren't precincts.
Yeah, something went wrong. Are these projected?
I was just thinking that. Are they pre-projected?
They are. Look at that. They're not lat longs.
Is
I don't
that
know what those
MapShaper's
numbers are.
fault? I don't think it is.
I think MapShaper, you have to tell it what you want it to.
Oh, that's why Mapbox. This is why Mapbox was upset too. It was like, we don't know what to do with this garbage, pre-projected garbage. Can't help us here. All right, we're over time though, so unless we can think of a quick way, I think it's time to do a quick wrap up on the exploration in the Harris.
Yeah, but we're so close because we have. If it would just give us lat long. I thought that MapShaper, you're using MapShaper, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember there being a checkbox for like, give me lat long, I feel like. What can I upload here?
Look up MapShaper export options.
Well, when you imported it, did it come projected? Is it coming from QGIS?
I believe that QGIS did it. That's why. I can convert the projection to WGS84 or whatever that means.
Oops, I just loaded it into MapShaper. I think that is the lat long WSGA.
WGS84 is right, you're saying?
I think so, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to try and export with that projection real quick. Can you hear my cat annoyed that I shut the door on him? It said export failed for unknown reason. I'm not doing all right, that's why. Well, I can't figure this out.
Is it not exporting?
Yeah, that command doesn't seem to work. Projection WGS84. Export.
What is the file that you brought into QGIS to get this?
I think it goes back to where we started. It's 11:05. I think let's do our wrap up and sign off. This is like another 15-20 minutes of work because I have to trace this all the way back to the beginning, back to QGIS and all that. And I don't really feel like doing that right now.
That's fair enough. I do feel like we got quite a few data sets together in the time we did spend here. So
for sure.
I think yeah,
a whole bunch of different maps. Why is it it's trying to draw that's because it has this like little art piece. I was like, why is it slow? It's because it's trying to draw the precincts.
Oh yeah, I can comment that out real quick so it doesn't like, and because we should share the notebook with folks.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's that. Share that in chat. Yeah, so should we do our like quick overview?
Yeah, do you want to set a timer?
Set a timer, yeah.
Or just so you can see where you're at. We're going for 220.
Okay. And I mean, before we get into the overview, I guess tomorrow, usually we would stream on Mondays.
Yes.
We are taking a break tomorrow night so that Tuesday.
What's happening Tuesday? Is anything happening Tuesday, Ian?
Well,
I can't.
I mean, you know, some stuff might happen Tuesday. We don't know exactly.
But anyway, we're gonna stream on Tuesday. That's what's happening.
Yeah, that's right. And be like, you know, have all the different kinds of data we have available. See if we can take a look at it different ways as things are unfolding.
Yep. I'm excited. I'm excited to do our own elections coverage. You know what I mean? In our own way. Because, like, we've been exploring. We're, like, that's what we do is we explore data in real time. And this is, like, a real-time event that has to do with data. So, I don't know. Hopefully it'll be interesting. Hopefully it won't be incredibly stressful.
Hopefully. I mean, maybe it'll be cathartic to be talking about it with folks who are also...
Yeah. But, yeah, hopefully people
curious,
come hang out
right?
and, like, ask questions. Or, we can figure out some ways of getting through it together.
Swamp data sources.
Yeah.
I know that, like, folks have been working on some notebooks of their own that we could look at, too. All right, so let's talk about what we did tonight and then call it a night.
Let's do it.
I'm going to start the timer.
I'm going to go to your screen.
Try to do this real quick. So tonight we tried to bring together as many different kind of data sets as we could with like zoomed in on Harris County, Texas, right? EJ has known for a little while that Harris County is an interesting county. I mean, or has talked about this, and especially with the upcoming election. But we kind of wanted to, you know, work on that without directly working with election data for one day, and instead we focus on all kinds of like foundational or fundamental different data sets, perspectives of the county. So like, for instance, counties are all, you know, indexed by FIPS code. So we make sure we got Harris County's FIPS code. That let us get the geometry, the boundaries of the county. Let me scroll down here. So within the county, we got things like the post offices, these blue dots. We got historic temperature data, which are these orange dots are weather stations. We didn't really push the visualization on this. Like our idea tonight was like, let's just try to bring in as much data as possible. So as soon as we saw, like, yeah, this is what it looks like, or it's working, the data makes sense, let's move on. EJ got Mapbox going in the notebook, which is really cool. And it has a few data sets loaded, like land use, like these are parks are colored. when we zoom in, we actually see building footprints that are like the Microsoft building footprints. And we started going towards a 3D view, but we don't have the height data for the buildings yet. That would be some, further work or an exercise for the reader, because we found LiDAR data, but you'd have to join that. So, yeah, the idea is that hopefully we have a lot of different data sets. We have the list, that we want to complete maybe on another stream, but hopefully this comes in handy soon for us and for other people.
Dope. That was great.
Yeah.
Better every time.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. It was, thanks, Hell on Earth is, for tuning in and chatting
thanks
too.
for hanging out. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Hell on Earth is, Blue Ray
Yeah.
Dawn, everybody, for hanging out with us on this Sunday evening. Definitely makes it a fun experience to bounce off people and get feedback, and that's why I like coming back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, so
dope. We'll see you guys on Tuesday for Coding with Fire election special. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.